Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Gul Knowledge Hub. Welcome my YouTube family to another amazing video where we are discussing a series of rules, a series of secrets to improve your English language learning. Yes, dear audience, and today the time is to reveal the secret number 4. And you know that all these secrets are so simple, but they are so powerful that they can tremendously improve your English learning graph to the higher level. So what's the secret number 4? What's the secret number 4 or the rule number 4? Here I would stress that discard the textbooks. Just burn the textbooks. Just throw away the textbooks. What is the use of those textbooks if you can't be fluent in English after reading 14 to 15 years of reading textbooks? And have you ever imagined that these textbooks, the language used in those textbooks are formal? The language used in those textbooks is so unnatural, formal, and they are for written material. You can utilize the language of the textbook for your written material, for writing, but they are not for real life. They are not for real conversation because the fake conversations are often occurred in textbooks. There are so many drills, but after doing all these drills, after doing all these practice of grammar and learning a long list of vocabulary, why are you not fluent in English? Why do you stuck while having talked to someone? Why you are still having in the process of translating from your mother tongue to the English language? Why you are not natural? Why you are not real in your conversation? Why you feel that you are embarrassed and you are still searching for the words? Just think, just change the way of your thinking. You have to use the alternate materials, and the rule number 4 is that don't use textbooks for your English life. Use the real English material. Yes, it's the time of the hour, it's the need of the hour to use the real life English materials for your spoken English, to enhance your spoken skills. Just imagine that after reading so many textbooks, in your past academic years, just imagine you have entered in a foreign country where English is supposed to be spoken by every person. Can you imagine that you can use the language of those textbooks in your real life? No, not at all. You will say, how are you? What's going on? What's up? These kind of little phrases are used in your conversation. So what's the solution? Solution is that you have to change the way of your learning. And how can you change? You shouldn't have to focus on your reading comprehension books. You should not have to focus on your vocabulary books. You should not have to focus on the boring or the disinteresting textbooks where you are supposed to learn the formal word, where you are supposed to learn the very unnatural vocabulary, and you can't use all those vocabularies or all those materials or stuffs in your real life. So how can you identify that this is real material, this is real English material? Real English materials you can find in the form of story textbooks, in the form of easy novels. What I mean by easy, I stress upon the easy level of understanding, easy materials, easy English. And how can you identify that this is an easy material of which you can understand 95%? Because rest of the 5% you can just guess what is the meaning of that without utilizing the dictionary. So you can start at your initial level with the stories book, with novels, with romance novels, with adventure novels, and with any kind of novels in which you are interested, instead of going back to the textbooks where you are supposed to read only the textbooks and have a drills of grammar and doing all these activities for past so many years. You are just wasting your time. So it's the time to avoid all these textbooks and change your way of learning. I am stressing this sentence again and again in my all videos to change the way of your learning English language. As you are higher in your level of English language, you can go for audiobooks. What are audiobooks? Audiobooks which are meant to be listened by the native speakers. You can use the audiobooks, because audiobooks, instead of reading, you should focus on listening, because lots of listening can improve your English language tremendously, from unnatural to natural way, from fake to real way. So it's the time to read, to listen the audiobooks. Because what are audiobooks? Audiobooks are those books which are in which someone is just reading the book and you can listen. And podcasts are the great and effective way to improve your listening skills. And podcasts are of various kinds. If you are just interested in the sports, you can go for the podcast of sports. If you are interested in cars, if you are interested in fashion, if you are interested in exercise, if you are interested in health, you can choose the podcast of your own interest and just listen more and more of real native speakers. And if you are at advanced level, and if you have overcome all these difficulties of understanding English language, you can listen to CNN or BBC or American movies or British movies, because these are the real stuff meant for native speakers. And if you want to really enhance, and if you want to have a natural and automatic style in your written material, you should go for real material of English language. Don't just bother about the boring textbooks. So this is rule number 4. Apply this rule number 4 in your life and see the magical results happening in your spoken English. Because I am here to guide you what kind of stuff you have to listen, what kind of material you have to read. So read the natural material, read the real English material, read the storybooks. Storybooks are amazing, novels are amazing, adventure books are amazing. Novels written by the British or American authors or Canadian authors are so powerful to enhance your spoken skills. And when you listen them in the audio form, they're the best way to improve your spoken English. So why we are wasting our time by extra effort on the textbooks? Why we are having drills in textbooks? Just tell me what is the usage of that language which we are reading in the form of textbook if we can't apply it in our real life. If we can't use it in our real life, if the words or the vocabulary or the structure which we are studying in the textbook, if we can't utilize them in our real life, what is the use of those textbooks? Certainly they are not of use. So what should I have to do? What should we are supposed to do? We are supposed to discard, we are supposed to throw away all the textbooks in order to get rid of this translation process, in order to get rid of getting stuck in that language, in order to get rid of all the barriers in our spoken English. There are no barriers. You are superhuman beings. You are super because you are just trying to learn and memorize, or you are just practicing a foreign language, and you are better and you are superior to other persons who are not so advanced to speak foreign language. So get rid of this inferiority complex that we can't read, we can't speak English in a natural way. You can certainly do, but what should you have to do? You just have to apply all these rules in your life. You should have to discard the old methodology of learning English language. There is no fault in you. I guarantee there is no fault in you. The fault lies in the way you study English language. The fault lies in the way that English language is taught in the non-native English schools, non-native English classrooms, where you are supposed to read only the textbooks. And tell me, while reading all the textbooks, have you improved your spoken English? Have you improved your listening comprehension? Have you improved your reading comprehension? Not at all, because after a short span of time, all the vocabulary is raised and you forget all the sentence structure which you have read in the textbook. So what's the usage? We are just reading, we are just cramming the textbook for the test. We are just reading all these boring textbooks to get higher marks in the exam. That's it. And there is no usage of it. This is the perspective, this is the viewpoint of all the teachers who are teaching in the schools. They are teaching you to get higher marks. Sometimes I still surprised to see that many teachers will give you the hints that these questions are important, you should read these questions and you will get the maximum marks. And sometimes you get the maximum marks, but what is the usage of those marks if you can't apply them in your real life? If they can't enhance your English language, if they can't enhance the status of your English learning language. Just tell me this question. If you can answer this question, you can certainly be on the right track of learning English language in the different perspective, in the different way of language, and then you will see the rainbow of English language, spreading lights, spreading colors in your life of spoken English, where you will not be discomforted, where you will not find yourself in the anxiety not to learn the new words, how to learn the new words, how to get rid of the process of translation of native language. So this video is so useful. Please like, share and subscribe the channel, because this is subscription, this like which you put on my channel is so important for me, because it encourages me to make more videos. So keep learning these rules and keep enhancing your English learning language. Till the next video, stay happy, stay blessed. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.